What up, what up? This is Bar Judah. And this is Shed Some Light, where I give insight on things that ain't right, at least in my opinion. Mondays and Thursdays. Thank you for giving me a like, and don't forget to sub. Much love. Let's get into it. And here we go.
What up, good people? This is Judah. How are you guys doing on today? This is Shed Some Light, and today we're going to try to just shed some light on this video by Bill Nye the Science Guy. Now, I know today he's kind of a radical guy, but when I was a kid, he was all about the science, and I used to watch this show, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Yeah, that was my favorite show back in the day. But he has a pretty interesting take on why racism really shouldn't exist. So let's go on ahead and get right into it.
This is a map of the continents of the Earth showing how much ultraviolet light lands in each latitude. It turns out the closer you are to the equator, the more intense the ultraviolet. We use reds and purples. But then as you move away from the equator, we change the colors to orange, yellow, greens, and grays. Now here's the same map of the same continent with just one color. And it turns out that everybody on Earth is descended from people that live here.
Yep, everybody comes from Adam and Eve. That's what I tend to believe. I don't know if that's what everybody else does, but hey, whatever is gotten you through so thus far, but I would like to invite you to the truth. So anyways, you guys know how like regular family times where you, this may be every family and this may be no family at all, but if it relates, it relates. You know how when you're young kids or when you were younger, you had parties with your cousins, and you guys had block parties, and you guys had family reunions, and everybody came together every so often. It didn't even have to be a special time. Like even the neighborhood got together. Y'all remember that? But you know how as time progressed, you grow farther and farther and farther apart from each other. You guys are still a family, but you don't really spend that much time with each other because, you know, everybody starts to have their own kids. Everybody's doing their own thing, and everybody's living their life. Well, this is kind of how we got into the place now where we see so much division in our world today because we started off as one family, Adam and Eve. But we've drifted further and further away apart. And then pride settled in. And here we are today. But let's go on ahead and listen again to what Bill has to say.
In Africa, and then as groups of us moved around the world, the color of our skin had to change, and here's why. Our skin is where we make vitamin D. If you don't get enough ultraviolet, you don't get enough vitamin D. But if you get too much ultraviolet, then you break down your folates. You have to have it in perfect balance. And because the ultraviolet varies, the color of our skin varies. And that's it, everybody. That's why we have different colored skin. But we're all one species.
Yep, I wanted to go ahead and start it there because the brother is speaking the truth. I mean, I call him a brother because, hey, he's a brother. No, he's not. But, you know, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Not trying to be disrespectful to Mr. Bill Nye, the Science Guy, because I know where he's at now today, and I'm not trying to speak anything against anything right now of that, just focusing on this video here. What he is saying, I do agree with. We are all one species, the human species, Homo sapien erectus. I'd like to leave you guys with something that might hit your heart a little bit. Maybe not. But I like this meme here of the little two boys running towards each other. They don't have a care in the world of what the other looks like. They just know that they probably best friends, had good times in the sandbox. I would wish that we would come back to that in this time of this pandemic here. You know, there's a lot of things that we can look at that are different, but there's a lot of things that we can look at that are the same. I know one thing that they taught in NA and AA is to try not to look at the differences, but try to look at the similarities. And that's a good thing to relate into your natural life. So if we would just try to get back to what we've learned in preschool and not preschool, I mean high school, I was about to say high school, but what we learned in preschool and Sunday school of, love thy neighbor as you love thyself, or treat others as you would want to be treated. Maybe we can come to a middle ground on where we're at today in our world, and start to focus on the things that are really a trouble. So with that, I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode or another installment of Shed Some Light. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope I did shed some light on something today. And if I didn't, come back again and maybe I will. I appreciate you. Have a good day.